Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I'm your host for this astro forecast for June 12th and 13th, 2023. So much to talk about. Where to start? Well, first, I'm gonna wait for you guys. That's where I'm gonna start today, letting you hop on to this new wave of opportunity. We have a major player, master teacher of power and the inner works of transformation. So Pluto here, finally, I don't know if it's finally or some of you were waiting for this, but I kind of like this placement for Capricorn, for Pluto, those last degrees. They're very much about helping us bring into unison, all layers of body. Okay, so that's kind of like a very powerful placement that we have collectively. And one thing that I realized that was not shown in this cosmic dance here, the sacred geometry, and it happens, you guys, sometimes when we are involved with asteroid versus planets. I saw that we have something huge that was going on with promoting more flow with a grand trine. Okay, so some of you might know this symbol that brings more flow, more luck. A lot of people that have that in as far as sacred geometry do manifest great outcomes in life, and we have this collectively happening for all of us. So that's great news. And the players here are Pluto, grand trine with Mercury. So Mercury has just joined the family here of Gemini because we got some peeps here, okay? And we have these first degrees that are speaking of reuniting the feminine and the masculine principle. Gemini with that duplicity, with that polarity in the first degrees is trying to bring the emergence, the reunification of those principles. So here we have already Pluto that is trying to help us do this on multiple layers of body and Ceres. Okay, so yes, here we are first degrees of Gemini, but you can still consider this as a conjunction, and that would make it a grand trine. So I almost wanted to draw this before, but just so you know, you have a grand trine, and the placement here of the last degrees in Virgo for Ceres, the asteroid of nurturing, the mother principle, the mother archetype, is inviting everyone to do a lot of inner work. Your inner work, outer work is going to pay off, especially with this configuration. We have some major flow that is helping everyone to bring more awareness on where they're losing their power, their focus, the doubts, what's not theirs, the things they still carry, the voices, the belief systems. All of this is divinely orchestrated. So when you take the time to be with yourself, to look at the things that you're struggling with or the things that you want to expand, okay, you're going to see that this is going to be allowed even more. Now, we have more than a grand trine that is formed. We have a kite, okay? A kite is when we add this little sacred geometry here that is called, it's almost like a trine, but it's a little smaller here. And I like to call it like a little hat because it's a protective shield. It's a protective shield of fate. And we have here as the protective shield of fate, we have Mercury and Pluto still involved with Neptune. So that means that Neptune is fully opposite to Ceres, okay? And we know Neptune has been asking us to close certain doors that are not serving us anymore, okay? And this is why this morning I posted about where you put your energy, where you put your focus, when you're going to want to expend more on the things that you want. What do I want to manifest? Where do I want to spend my energy? What do I want to spend my energy on? What do I want to fill my life with? When you're going to focus on this, naturally the insights of what you need to end, the doors that you need to close, they're going to naturally stand out. Okay, so some of you, if you're struggling with those insights, the hows, the what, the when, okay, just tune into the cosmic dance. This is blessings for everyone. When I do the astro forecast, I help you tap into the collective wave, okay, the collective weaving. It's literally just like fashion, okay? We have a trend here, and the trend is to help us really find those doors, find more energy. So calling in more energy into the vessel, into the body, clearing the pathway between the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. Because when we open those gateways, it's like you start opening the doors, they just become wider. The path becomes wider. It's like instead of having like to drive on a little narrow road, you have a whole freeway for yourself. Yay! Isn't it cool? Okay? So realize that this is supported, and what's going to help you really, hi Marina, hi Roxy, tap into this even more so is that we have my favorite energy line. Just joking. The quincunx. The quincunx, just the same way I say it, is like, okay? It's pinball energy. And this is a dotted green line, okay? And it's shooting at this little cluster of energy. So we have Venus and Mars that is being quincunx, okay, by Saturn. Saturn is still majorly spending its time in the 5 to 10 degrees of Pisces, which is about healing, which is about reactivating your healing capacities. This is why I have those workshops, you guys. Everything that I offer, and I have some like offers that I keep, like, you know, that are like, you know, natal birth charts and things like that. But I channel tools that are linked to the cosmic wave. So if you're struggling, or if you want just to have a little bit more of awareness, pathway that has already been traveled, this is what I channel for you, okay? So we are here receiving right away, and this is major. I want to talk about this. The archetype of Leo is about becoming a seer, is about you having such confidence in your heart field, having such a heart mind coherence that you can literally foresee everything that is meant to be. So you have your own pieces of the puzzle that start to come to your awareness. And here we have some major players, because yes, Saturn is asking those first degrees here of Venus and Mars together, which is very much here in this presence, to make sure that you connect back to your inner voice. Some of you have been starting to work with me, and I'm blown away by the speed at which you are able to finally put those pieces of puzzle together. Trust your inner voice. This is what you are required by the master teacher of impact. It's telling you, if you don't listen to your inner voice, you might spin your wheels again and again on certain cycles that you're repeating. So this is kind of imagine like it's like your coach. You're going through a boxing match or whatever you're doing, and the coach is telling you, watch this, watch that, okay? You have to connect back to those key information. Venus is your love language, and Mars is going to be how you go about those insights that you receive. So some of you receive it more clairaudiently, clairvoyantly, claircognitively. Ultimately, you have access to all, but we have our preferences, okay? Now, I want to talk about Lilith and Pallas. Pallas, the asteroid of wisdom, okay? Kind of the archetype of, the father, even though the goddess is represented sometimes by the feminine, but this is kind of the wisdom. We have here series that is about the nurturing, that is about the heart, and here this is about the wisdom. It's on the same degrees exactly today with Lilith. So Lilith wants you to be free. Pallas wants you to be wise. And they're exactly on certain degrees of Leo that speaks of your intuition. So here we are in major master teaching with the help of the Queen of Karma. If you don't listen to your heart, if you don't know how to silence yourself so you can have confidence in what you feel is right, you might take yourself back into a loop. Okay, some of you, if you're still facing a lot of drama, a lot of things that you don't understand, you have to understand you're cosmically weaved into a movement, into a trend, whether you like it or not, you know, just like fashion. Sometimes we see trends and we're like, okay? And here we are cosmically weaved into a trend that wants us to trust our intuition, to open the gateways, to reunite all layers of bodies, because this is how you will find your power. This is how you will find your purpose. This is how you will find your passion. Some of you, this is what you look for in astrology, and guess what? You should be the one able to activate your stars. Don't rely on others to do this for you. We are just guiding. The ones that can read charts, the one that can read star maps, ultimately it's a guidance. But what you do with it is you. Just like a player, just like a, you know, any type of sports athlete, any type of, you know, career that you want to manifest. You can have people that advise you, but you have the key to everything that you want to manifest at a soul level. This is very big. Now we have here the moon that is helping everyone right now. So today, you know, the moon is transiting Aries. It's dancing around Chiron, the major wound of healer, of whatever you want to heal here. This is about empowerment. What makes you fall? Like, what do you tell yourself that you are not capable of? Because the moon is going to show you the programs. Some of you, it might be as simple as when you were trying to do new things as a child, you didn't have the support of parents that were telling you, you can do it, you got this. And maybe you fell and you were just hoping that nobody was watching, and it kind of made you feel a certain way about trying new things. Okay, so here we're bringing the light with the moon's support and Chiron. Okay, what are the things that you tell yourself or that you feel about yourself that is disempowering you? And especially with those other master sacred geometry, what you should be aware is how it makes you lose power, how it makes you lose your alignment. So some of you, if you really have no clue what you're meant to be doing this lifetime, it's because you have lost your way. And it's, just so you know, this is normal. Okay, I don't know how in the world we manifested such confusion, but we did. So instead of spending time looking at what we did wrong, let's focus on what we can do to change. So the new. So that means you spending time with yourself. I created those frequency healing activation on my YouTube for this purpose. This is major for activating the new doorways for this new moon. Okay, we have a new moon that is karmically aligned to help you rebalance the scales of justice. Okay, certain things you might have not known, okay, and you went and made a choice. We have an opportunity to rebalance those scales. There's like literally some type of dissolvement of karmic slates, of karmic debts. When I saw this, I was like, whoa, like, I got to take some people around, you know. So some of you, this is really important, and I've been guided to help people transit into those new gateways of opportunities. Obviously, you're the one that walks your path, but energy-wise, a lot of us are aware of what's going on. So this is what we're doing collectively, opening new doors, new opportunities for people to find forgiveness for themselves, for the choices they've made, and try again. There's a lot of lessons that are here. Okay, we have here with Uranus and Vesta. Vesta, this is very much about your soul's commitment. Okay, and here the master teacher of growth through evolution, so through change. And it's giving us, those angles of Taurus, a second chance to integrate certain things that we did not have, maybe the conscious material to actually make different choices, okay? Or we felt we just had our back against the wall. How many of you have ever felt that you made decisions because you really could not see beyond your own limitations? So we have this major opportunity to be able to tap into observing those situations, those moments, and change that, and change the outcomes through energy work, through our awareness. Thank you, by the way, Roxy. I saw your little comment. So this is what we have, okay? So you can tap into my YouTube channel. I have some frequency healing. Please read the description, okay? When you tap into music healing that is broadcasted, you want to know what people broadcast. I describe everything that I use so you can activate at a deeper level what the tools are, okay? And for the ones that are interested in consciously having certain practices to activate their own healing abilities, because ultimately this is what I want for you, so you can light up your own path, you can heal your own self and kind of bring this awareness to yourself. I have those workshops, okay? So that's what I have for today. This is so much, but I love it. I can feel the excitement around the corner. This is a major, major week. I'm excited. I'm excited because a lot of you are starting to tap into this. I was just also looking at my notes, and I want to show you this. We have Juno, which is the asteroid of marriage with the sun, that is in an exact placement of Gemini that speaks of discovering the codes and the mysteries of life. So some of you, this is a moment where you can start understanding more and more how the universe speaks to you, okay? Which video is it? You can see on my playlist on YouTube, I have a playlist called Meditation. You have one that's for the subconscious mind, and that's usually great if you're going to fall asleep. Some of you told me, like, I tried to meditate, but I am not able to do this for 2 hours. It's not meant for you to do it for 2 hours. It's meant for you to fall asleep too. Okay, you can start meditating with it, especially for the ones that are going to do the workshop. You'll have access to certain techniques that help you even more how to get into the subconscious mind. Literally, some of the mantras that you see that I share, they are, oh, she's here. Hi, Steph. Sorry. Okay, some of you, if you've been extremely tired this week, please, 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 go and check out the one that I released yesterday, Your Aura and Light Source Energy. It's because you're carrying a lot of energy that is not yours. Whether it's doubts, whether it is disbelief, some of us, the way we care about others, especially my empaths out there, you may have a lot of those narcissistic personalities that are they're pulling on your energy because they don't want to do the work. Okay, so all my empaths out there, stop feeding energy, all your light to the ones that need to start doing the work. The ones that have been like stalling. This is very important. So if you are drained, if you are sick, this is because your energy is filled with other people's shit. Thank you. That's exactly what it feels like. Yes, Nikki. So definitely, if some of you needed to hear this, you are not supposed to be tired this week. You are not. And if you are, then it's an emergency number for you to actually do the work. I've helped last week a lot of you that were in 911 situations. Okay, because the energy is literally, when you're sucked out of your field like this, it feels like death. It just feels like you have nothing left. And that's never the case. You always have access, like an umbilical cord to source energy. The problem is that some people know you do, because the heart opens up even more those gateways. And they're just like, oh, well, let me just stay closed on my heart and the shit I have to deal with, but I'll kind of hook on that line of energy. No, we're not doing this. So all my empaths, we are in a phase where we're really mastering this type of energy awareness. Some of you, you know about energy, you can read energy, you know people's intention. It's time for you to harness the power of your heart field and your heart's knowing, okay? And kind of realize that you're not helping by, kind of enabling others not to do the work. Because this is a collective ascension process. This is not going to be like, oh, I'm going to do the work for freaking thousands and millions of people. No. Even what I'm being called to do as far as like leading workshops and things, it's because I'm giving you certain techniques to access this. I don't want you to be relying on my access, because my access is mine. But I can open up the gateways so you can find a little bit more clarity, because some of you, this is what is happening. It gets so lost in translation with other people's shit and people that you kind of have adopted as part of your self, okay? And it's not. I see it all the time. It's not. Okay, so that's what I have. If you have more questions, you can always DM me. For the ones that are subscribers, I am going to do the astro forecast for the week. We're going to review especially this new moon, because that's kind of what we have. Every week we have a new point of awareness that we are working through together. So I thank you for all my subscribers, the ones that are there as a soul tribe, because together we are finding the clues to open up more of this pathway for everyone. Okay, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, this is going to be saved.